Hey, welcome to the channel. Grojan here, and today we're going to be having a look at New Cycle. Now, this game isn't out until the 18th of January, I believe, and I'm lucky enough to have been sent a key so I can have a little look at the pre-alpha. So we are just going to go and start a new game. We're going to go into the campaign mode. It's just a story mode presenting all the mechanics and tribulations that can be experienced in the dynamic universe of New Cycle. So we're going to go straight in, and we're going to start on the easy one just because it's our first playthrough, and we're probably going to die, right? So it says it's not overly challenging, but believe me, it probably will be. So we're going to head straight in. So I've had a little bit of a playthrough on this one. My first one didn't go too good, and then I just started another one and things were going a little bit better. And yeah, so this looks stunning for an early access game. It looks really nice. So we come in and we've got a message straight away. Welcome to New Cycle, a message from the community. You are now the governor of this little community. It's been nearly half a century since the first solar flare. In the initial moments of the catastrophe, we lost our entire technological infrastructure, our means of global sourcing, and almost everything that we can share as a civilization. The following years were humanity's darkest, having to wrestle with constant impossibility and despair, from battles fought with sticks and stones to nuclear wars. We ended up destroying ourselves with what little sun we had left for us, and civilization fell. Next. Right. Everyone was born in this new world, and you have to be their leader. Okay, so everyone's just in little tents and stuff like that. So we're going to start the tutorial anyway. And yeah, it starts off quite simple. We've just got to build a field camp, gather 20 logs, collect 10 stones, and in our resources bar at the bottom, we've got our field camp. So we click on this and you get a little area that you've got to go and collect from. And it does show you where things are. So we're going to look for something that's got... We can only really collect wood at first, but I want to grab enough room for that iron and the stone as well. Just because I think we're going to be needing it sooner rather than later, I guess. So we'll just pop this around about there. We can rotate this. And as you can see there, it's got on it like a bit of a grid. So if we press the tab button, you can take it off the grid, and you can use Q and E to do that, or just R to rotate it fully, but we're going to stay on the grid for now. And we are just going to go and grab all of them little bits, see how far over we can move, and I think there is probably as good a place as any. So we'll just drop that in, and then we just got to wait for our people to go and build it. Now I'm just going to fast forward this because it does take a little bit of a while. But at the top here we've got our resources. We've got logs, stone, iron, mushrooms, meat, water, simple meals, lumber, iron ingots, basic tools, leather, clothes, clay, paper, and electricity. Over this part here we've got our little population management thing. You've got workers, craftsmen, and specialists. All we've got at the minute is workers, so there's not a lot we can do there. We do have we can change this stuff over here when we get food, so we'll go through that a little bit later. So yeah, we're just waiting for people to go and start building this. And as you can see, it started to be constructed, or it has been constructed already. We can add our workforce to it, so we can collect stone and wood straight from the off. We've got 35 people, so we can just add these, no problem. And we're just going to do that. We're going to just wait now until we produce some stuff. Now, as we see there on the 3x speed, it does collect it fairly fast anyway, so it goes quite quick. It really does. So there we go, we have just completed the tutorial step 1. And what's it going to say? Processing and development. Off to a promising start, Chief. We may go on gathering nearby resources for a while. We should focus on producing more complex materials by processing the raw ones. Our settlement can develop as far as the limits of our knowledge and production. We can create flexible and processable constructions or objects through our woodworking. Build a lumber mill and produce 30 lumber. Alright, well I'm just going to slow this down a little bit because I want to try and kind of plan where to do this a little bit better this time. So on the bottom here we've got some stuff here. Shack, Dusty Road, we can't do them yet. It says they're unresearched, right? But if we look at this place here, they have been researched, we just can't do it yet because of the tutorial. But what did it say to do? A lumber mill, that's in production. And if you see them little arrows on the sides, that shows you where the road access to the buildings is. So we are going to make this, I might just do it level with that one and just place it right next to it there. Probably work quite well. So that only takes 24 logs and we've got 26, so it shouldn't take too long for our people to start working on this. And yeah, things are looking okay so far. We haven't done anything wrong. But we're just going to speed back up and get our people working. Now, as we can see, I just want to try and spin around somewhere where we can actually see our people without the trees. They're all working away. They're carrying all the wood and the logs and stuff over to start building our little buildings. And I think the buildings actually look quite decent on this as well. But look at that, the rain, the weather, sounds, everything looks really good so far. I mean, I don't know how much stuff's going to change when it does go into early access in January. But I'm excited to see how it comes along. But yeah, I know a lot of people have been looking forward to this for a long time. I think the demo was about a year ago, wasn't it? Quick tip, you can use Alt to turn on the build status, worker capacity, let's just slow that down, and production alerts. So what was that? Alt. So we can change this. Oh yeah, so there we go. It shows it's got no workers in there. It's got no access to a road and whatever them other two icons are. And down the bottom it tells you what's what. So we're just going to leave it on all three. We're going to add all 5 people. So I know what this is, so we don't have to go through it. But basically, we've got to choose what we want to make and then add people to it. And then it tells us our efficiency and workforce. Labour, got no workforce, not connected to a road. So we'll sort at least the workforce out. We'll pick wood. And we're going to get all 5 people in there because we can. Right. So we've just got to produce 30 lumber, and that'll be the next step of our tutorial. There's nine sections of the tutorial, and this is our second one. So we've got a little bit of a way to go for now. And if we look into our little knowledge base here, we can do basic construction soon. To do that though, we need 24 planks. We've only got 7. We need 50 knowledge. If you look at the top left, we've got 315 already. We're gaining 35 a day, so that's going up quite well. And then we've got oath, where we can build some little shelters. I think on this one we can do a stockpile, a soup kitchen and simple meals. And then you go on to the next cycle, which lets you do other things like, we can't even click on these yet, but hunting, metalwork and power grids and community needs. And then we can't see any further than that yet, but it does open up quite a lot and it looks really good. So with that, we've got the god rays coming through the trees and everything. Now I am playing this on ultra settings, and yeah, it runs really well. We've got no issues with it. So we only need another 8 more lumber, 7, and then that's done. So over here we've got our little main hall. This just tells us what we can do on cycle 1 and then cycle 2. Oh, so there we go. We got forge, tavern, smith and windmill on that one. Our actions, this is a bit like Frostpunk, I think, where you can put everyone into like emergency mode. They work more hours, but it's detrimental to their health. And on this side you can tell them to have some rest, and it lowers your workforce by 45, but it increases the health by 20. The probability of dying from severe illness and exhaustion has decreased. So yeah, there's a lot to this game. There's a lot to the game. And as you can see there, our people are only living in tents. So we really do want to get some shacks up for them, because we've got 35 people just living in little tents on the floor. So that sounded like our quest was done. Every operation is harder to perform in a settlement without roads. Connect the buildings with roads. So this one is the only one that really needs a road, and it's asking us to build it right up to our main hall. So residence, dirty road, and I'm just going to do it all the way from this one. It was so close to being like right where it was going. I'm going to carry on with that road. I want to go around just because I like how it looks. Really. Right. We'll do that there. I don't know whether that's going to match up. Oh, do you know what? That'll do. We could have probably not had this little section there, just gone to that, but that's okay. Source of life. People are the most significant resource for our settlement. We must respond to a wide range of demands, from basic to costly. We have to set up a self-sufficient system to meet our basic requirements. We can start by constructing a well to meet needs for clean water. So we got to build a well and produce 60 water. So that's going to be in resources. Now you see at the bottom here we've got our default layer, which is what we can see now. We've got a water layer, which lets you see where the water comes from, so all the blue areas. The wind layer shows you which way or where the wind is. I'm not actually sure how to tell which way it's going. Then we've got a mining layer. We've got the mine over in that far side there, the fertility layer for when we're doing our farms, and the drilling layer, which is that purple patch over there. We have got a group of travellers. So the more our settlement grows, the more attention we'll get from passers-by, and the more people who are willing to join us, both more frequently and in larger groups. So we have got 2 people who want to come and work for us. I mean, you know, we're not going to turn them down when we're so short of people. So now we've got 37. Right, so we were doing a well. I think somewhere around here is probably okay. It says it's a rich area, I think, because it's quite dark blue, right? So maybe we just do this. I'm hoping that's still okay. Yeah, we'll just do one there. Right, I'm going to do a second well as well. Right, and I'm going to put this one a little bit out the way. We're going to put it over there. Just because can't build here, ready to build. I think that looks like it's going to be in an okay place. Now, funny enough, the way we've just built our roads there, these roads don't count as roads. So you can't just build that road up to there and then build another one from there to there, because it doesn't count that as part of your road system. So we have completed step 3, and oh well, that was quite quick actually, but we are on 3 times speed, I guess. So now that we have access to water, we're only 1 step short of calling this place home. A life without the worry of hunger will turn us into a real society, although we don't have enough resources for hunting, farming or animal husbandry. Our experience in staying alive by living off the land may come in handy. Lots of easily found edible mushrooms are scattered all around. We should build a gathering camp and start stockpiling raw food. Now again, I want to do more than one of these, so we're going to go to resources, do a gathering camp. Now there's 2 sets of mushrooms there. There's some fish and there's some meat. So we want to just get at least the 2 mushrooms for now in that little section, and we've got the meat and the fish there as well for when we can. So we're just going to place you there, and I'm going to do another one. So we've got to find somewhere that has mushrooms, because I know the winter can be kind of brutal. So there's 1 set of mushrooms there. We want to find somewhere with at least 2. So there's 1 there. It's looking a bit... Can we get all 3 of them? Oh, we can. Right, we're going to get all 3 sets of them mushrooms. We're going to turn that around. I don't think we can get the 4th one, because when we move over... No, them 2 go off. But that'll do there. So we'll get that one. And then when they're done, we'll get people working in them. And we'll gather our 40 mushrooms, and things will be good. So, this one is not under construction just yet. Now, what did we build last? It was a well, wasn't it? But you don't need to put anyone in the well. That's all good. Our lumber mill is going well. That's got 5 people in there. Our stockpile, our field camp is fully staffed. And we're just waiting on this. So let's just speed that up while we get these constructed. Goes quite quick. It's quite good. Now let's have a little look at this, because this is quite cool as well. Our people are carrying big boxes on their backs all the way over to start putting the materials in. And the building's coming together. And that thunder is so loud. Right, so that's saying it's got no workers. So we've got mushrooms. We're going to get 3 people collecting their mushrooms. And we've got to make 40. We're getting 72 a day at the minute, which is quite good, I think. And there's our other one up there. And has that started being constructed yet? That's on 80% already. And we're going to get another 3 people doing mushrooms in here straight away as well. The cornerstone of civilization. The time has come to cook our meals. People eating whatever they have on their plates does not mean they're content with it. When there is nothing to eat, they'll get demoralised, sick, and maybe even fall into the jaws of death. As a society, we must organise the production and distribution of hot food. For a start, a bowl of soup will do, as long as everyone has their share and they don't have to worry about hunger anymore. Research basic construction, build a soup kitchen, and produce 30 meals. Okay, so I'm just going to slow this down a minute, because we want to add the 3 mushroom people to that one. And then we need to go to research and do our basic construction. So we're going to start that one. And then once this one's done, we're just going to do oath. But that takes 24 hours, so it's only a day. It's not long at all. But I'm not going to bother building a road all the way down here, because it's quite far and it costs a fair bit, to be honest. So I think we can do without it, but I am going to build a road from this one. Where was the entrance, or does it not matter for this? I don't know. We're just going to come straight up here anyway. Up as far as we can. We'll come to there. And which way round? Should we just go left or right? Let's go to the left. We'll come along there and up to the road. And that's good. Right. Do we need to put one round the front, or do you think that's fine? I think it's okay, you know. Our people can get in and out easy enough. So, our basic construction, how are we getting on with it? It doesn't actually seem to tell us how long is left. Unless that's it there. Oh, it's got 13 hours left to go. So that's not too bad. Let's just fast forward for them 13 hours. Food rations are not accessible enough. I know, we're going to be doing it soon. We're just waiting to make our soup kitchen. And when we do that, I'm going to build it over this side. So that's done. We've got our stockpile, soup kitchen and simple meal. So I'm going to slow this down because we want to do the oath next. And we're going to start researching that straight away. And then we're going to do, not that one, we're going to do our soup kitchen. And we're going to place this just about, where do we want to do this actually? Because we want to place our people. Do you know what? I might do it just off that side like this. And then do our houses down this little section maybe. So we're going to want to do a little bit of a road coming to the front of you. And I'm going to, while we're here, I'm just going to do this road and bring it down this way as well. Just up to here. Right, so that one there, that's our water. That's all good. So next we can do a little stockpile as well. That'll get us some materials. Stockpiling, obviously. But we're just going to put that right there, I think. Looks good to me. And is there anything else we got? Stockpile, soup kitchen. No, we've got everything else. So that looks good to me. So we're just going to wait for this to be built. People are hard at work. Nice little round building there. We got. Oh, we're coming into winter. We're coming into our first winter. Now, there is something about winter, but I'm going to show you in a sec. So the development is completed of the shack. The development. We've just finished researching the shack, so we can do that in a minute. So our soup kitchen, click on this. We're going to do mushroom soup because that's all we've got at the minute anyway. So we'll click on you. We're going to get all 4 people in there so we can start producing that in time for winter. Now we're going to do that fairly quick as well. I think we're doing 29 meals a day. I don't know how many we're eating. But let's have a quick look. Oops, didn't mean to click it. So it says that we're not producing anything yet, but we are. We're just going to give it time to work. So now we can do residences as well. We can build ourselves little shacks. So I'm thinking that we should do our first ones maybe around there. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 4 because each house can hold 10 people and we got 37 people. So that'll be enough people. We'll have 7 people in one of the houses, 10 in the rest. And yeah, that's all good. We need to produce another 18 meals and then that little thing is done. But look at this, all our people are coming over here to start building the houses. They really want somewhere warm to live in the winter, right? How did they decide who's the first 10 people to go in a house? Right, let's have a little look at our soup kitchen actually. So over here, population management. We must closely monitor the community situation, needs, morale levels and all related factors. We must try to reach the best possible outcomes in our affairs and adapt accordingly to uncertainties in order to maintain a healthy and content society we have with what we have. In a badly managed community, unrest, disease, deaths and disintegration will quickly take hold. Explore population management. So this one's quite easy. All we've got to do is find the one that's flashing there. We did have a quick look at this before. So population management. Here you can view the overall status of the community in detail. The most important element of the management of a settlement is its people. We've got to keep an eye on morale and efficiency, which there's the efficiency over there. And morale is on this side. So we've got workers, craftsmen and specialists. Our society consists of 3 basic classes. Members of each class must work as a pioneer in their respective fields, but production buildings may need multiple classes to work simultaneously. We've got 37 adults, 9 children and 16 unoccupied. I think that must mean 16 people know where to live, I guess. Okay, so food supply. Our distribution is low at the minute, and we need 15 meals a day, and we're going to be producing about 19, so that's not bad. Our workforce and efficiency. So our efficiency looks quite low at the minute, and our workforce is working at 1, which is okay, I guess. Right. So step 7 complete. So we were looking at our little soup kitchen, weren't we? We've got our little bowl of soup on the top there. Supply and demand. At last, our settlement resembles a home. As everyone has a job, something to offer our society. We're producing food, water, construction materials before ramping up. We need some basic rules and a sense of order. Proportions represent how much of a consumable is used per person in a day. We must respond to every need, but decisions about each proportion should be made according to our resources and production capacity. The general level of morale will be generated by what gets distributed, at what rate and how successfully. So we need to set our rations to regular and distribute rations successfully for 3 days. So we need to go to this. We've got our distribution level there. We need to change that to regular, and we need to change that one to regular, and I think we're going to be okay. I mean, we should be, right? Let's go and have a little look at our shacks that we built. So looking okay. Right, these ones don't have a road to them, so we need to build a little dusty road just down the front there, and we'll do that to the bottom. So that costs us 1 wood and 2.1 stone per piece of road, which is quite expensive really. So we're just waiting for these 2 days to go through to finish that little quest. And if we look at our houses, there's 10 people in there. There's no entertainment, there's no access to health services, and no security. So yeah, they're all happy. They're all really happy, right? Okay. So we have finished that. That was our 2 days of being successful. Oh, nothing popped up. There we go. Place to last step, a place to track everything about your settlement and your people. View the overview panel. Health is the subject that we should pay most attention to. So our little overview panel is this one over here on the left. Overview and reports. After active effects, winter, mushroom gathering is halted. Farms cannot produce, and people have -20 to the health. So that was what I meant to tell you before when I was saying about there's something about winter. We can't collect our mushrooms, so we have actually only got 2 mushrooms left, which is really, really bad. It's really bad actually, and we're nearly at the end of winter though, so I'm kind of hoping we're going to be okay. But I thought, right, let's just slow this down 1 sec. Our stomachs are getting smaller. Give us food. Oh, tutorial complete. Right, we finally secure in our self-sufficiency. Haven't left our temporary campsites for good. From now on, you must devise production plans according to the needs of your people and the settlement. You can set your course. But before we go, right, we had this place up here. Did we actually set our people in there? We did, but there's no more mushrooms available, so we are kind of out of food. I thought we would have had enough, you know, but I guess not. We're just going to have to hope for the best and hope we can get through the rest of winter without losing all our people. Like on the last little playthrough that I'd done, right, when we come to winter, I had like hundreds and hundreds of mushrooms. So I don't know why we're struggling so bad this year, but we're not making anything at the minute, and we're just going to... Unkept promises are gross miscalculation. What's the point of increasing food shares if some of us don't even get a bite? This is a temporary, hang in there. Right, we're just going to have to see if we can get through this winter. End of year annual report. No people died from disease, disaster, lack of water or food. 2 new people joined us from outside, and 9 births took place. In the wake of recent events, the total population increased by 2. That doesn't add up, does it? 9 births and 2 new people are equal to. Renewable sources, water, mushrooms, meat, fish replenished by 51% based on yearly precipitation. Water, we done okay. Rations didn't. So we constructed 2 new developments. Oh, we learned 2 new developments, and 12 new structures have been born. Okay, so we are through winter. Our mushrooms are building up really fast. Our food supply is lower. People are not happy. The refreshment's okay though, but we are going to slow this down a little tiny bit just while we have a little look at what we can do, because we might have something else that we can research now. No, we can't. We've got to wait for the second cycle, the Iron Age, to happen, and I think that doesn't happen until the end of this year. So we're in spring now, so we've got... Oh, hang on, we need food. We're feeding on raw food. Well, you shouldn't be, because we are producing mushroom soup, and we're producing... Well, we've got 7, and we've got 13 mushrooms, so I'm hoping that we can keep up. I mean, it'd be nice if we can. So everything else here is done anyway. We've built everything that we've researched, and things are looking good, I think. So in our little stockpile, we can store 2,000 of logs and lumber, 1,100 mushrooms, 2,600 simple meals, 2,500 stone, and 5,000 water. So water is looking really good at the minute. We're back over 100 mushrooms. We've got 50 simple meals now, so things are going well there. We can look at it through all, or we just got consumables, so it's a bit easier. Craftable stuff, construction. So I think our things are looking okay, to be honest. That one's just collected 12 mushrooms, and that one's just got 12. But I think they can run out. Look, this one looks like it's not full anymore, but that's okay. So we just have to keep going and see how our people go. They're both producing 12 water as well, which is great. We've got 1,400 of it now, and then we're just we're plodding along. Nothing is looking too bad. Now down the bottom here, we have got our year thingy. We're in the middle of spring. Shows there when it goes through to autumn, or I'm guessing that's autumn when it changes. That little red icon there, if we click on this, it tells us that there's an extreme drought, 0 to 20%. I'm guessing that's a chance, maybe? I don't know. Build a weather station to get detailed information. Okay, so we're not doing that just yet. I would love to be getting food, but we need to wait until we can research some stuff. We've still got our little tents down here, but no one's living in them anymore. And we've still got enough people for our population. 5 children were born this year. Not enough resources for food. What? Not enough resources for food distribution. I don't know why, because we got 172 meals. First loss. A sad day for us all, Chief. We're no strangers to death, but this is the first time we've encountered since we've all settled here, and it hurts even more. Frankie Holmes died due to catastrophe? What? What happened to you? Was it lightning? Someone got struck by lightning. There are many factors that affect people's health. Nutrition and water are the most important of these. You need to produce solutions against many variables. Yeah. But look at that. Our soup kitchen's just been blew up. 2 workers died and the building's collapsed. Right, so all we can do is clear the debris, and we're going to have to build a new soup kitchen. That couldn't have happened at a worse time, right? Right, we're going to do another one there and see if we can... Is there a way to prioritise this? Demolish? No. But luckily, we still got 172 meals, so that's not too bad. Can't believe 2 people just got struck by lightning. Or the building did that they were in. Right, what's up with this? Right, we're missing 2 people out of there. So, but we're doing okay for wood. We got 283. Now, hopefully, someone comes and starts building this. There they are. There they are, working away. That's the first time I've seen a building get struck by lightning. I have seen other things, but not that. But yeah, let's just speed that up and get our food production going. We've got 600 mushrooms now as well, so that's looking quite good. So, Frankie Holmes and Axton Santana both died due to catastrophe. So we've had 5 more children born. The soup thing is done. We need to add this again and people to it. There we go. So we've got 14 spare people still, which is great. Let's just check our people in these. We've still got 3 out of 3 in you. They don't need people. That one has got full people. And we've got that building up there, which I can't click yet. You can see them out gathering though. And that's still got 3 out of 3 people in. So, we are working through summer on year 2. A group of travellers appeared near our settlement. Can we click on this and find them? There they come. There's 2 more people that we're going to get. We're going to replace the 2 that just got electrocuted. Right, let's speed this up. Oh, it is speeded up. Oh, look at that. There's a deer. There's 3 of them. There's loads of deer over there. Oh, there's like a big family of them. There's 1, 2, there's loads. About 5 of them. So we're waiting for these people to come walking in, and... things, see there, that's going to make us 37 people when they come in, and we still got enough room for 40, so we're okay. We don't need any more just yet. So I'm just going to slow this down a little bit. Our people are about to come in, right, but we are full for mushrooms. We've got nowhere to store them, so I'm going to make another stockpile. I think we don't want to run out of stuff like the mushrooms. Oh, we can't fit that in the gap there. Right, what about in this gap? That looks like it'll do for me. We'll just put you right there, and we'll get that built up. And there's the 2 people coming into our little village. Just says, foreigners, a group of unfamiliar people approaching. And they're coming into our little, what's this building called? Main hall. The more our settlement grows, this group of wanderers, each less fortunate than us, awaits permission to join our ranks. Of course. And we haven't even got no work for you yet. You're just going to have to come and live here. And, you know, just enjoy yourself for a bit, because... things are going to go bad pretty soon, I guess. Right, that is under construction. Let's fast forward. We have still got 140 power, which is quite good. If you something there, right, when we built our roads, it built power lines going down the roads, which powers our buildings, which is quite good. But we are going to need to do stuff ourselves at some point. So we've got our second stockpile there. I would have liked it to have been next to the other one, but I might have messed up on placements a little tiny bit. Can we destroy these? No. Kind of just in the way, aren't they? Right, this is saying that the well has not got a road going to it. So maybe we should just do this to there, just like that. That work? There we go. Does this well need a road then? No, that's got one. Okay, so that'll give us water a little bit faster. Now, mushrooms, consumables. We've got 1100. Hang on, if I raise this, does that take it off something else? Don't actually know. But we've raised that to 1500. Oh, they look like they must be. Maybe we can just do 2000. I don't know. But we can hold 5000 water now and 2000 mushrooms, which is okay. We have only got 32 meals, so the soup kitchen needs to get a move on. I don't know whether I might leave it. I was thinking maybe add the second soup kitchen, but there's no point yet until we start getting meat and stuff. But we still can't research anything else until we end up in the second cycle. So it is a bit of a waiting game at the minute, and trying to keep people alive until then. Look at that, the waves in the water look great. The weather effects in this game are mad. Right, so our houses are all okay. Everything looks fine. I don't want another lightning strike though. Right, are we still okay for people everywhere? That's still got 3 out of 3. I like that this doesn't take any people. Any people. So not a lot has happened for a while. We're just going through the motions as things go. But I'm thinking of getting another little work camp, a field camp to get more stuff, or at least have stuff ready. So over here, we are gonna. I noticed that there's loads of stone and iron over here. So I think I want to place this just there, and then when that's built, we're gonna build up some. Be able to collect some more stuff because we're gonna need it. And we have just reached a new cycle. So we are in cycle 2. Buildings and resources that are available with the new era. Tavern, forge, smith, windmill, meat, fish, leather, iron, basic tools and iron ore. So there's loads of stuff that we can do from here on out. So the first thing that we are going to do is go into our little research thing, and we're going to research the community needs. That gives us a tavern. And then after that we're going to do, maybe I should do the, yeah, do you know what, let's do the tavern first. Do the tavern, that takes 30 hours. Then we're going to do metal working techniques. And once that's done, we need tools to do our hunting. And then we need more iron ingots to do our power grid. So community needs first, we're going to start the research. 30 hours, that's not too bad. And then we can put our little tavern over by our houses and, you know, make our people a little bit happier. So, field camp construction completed. Let's go over to this, and we're going to get you doing them, you doing them, and that leaves us 14 people. But we should start collecting loads of stuff. We have finished doing the tavern, so let's just slow this down and get back to our little home area. And we are going to click on this first, actually, and we're going to do metalworking techniques. So we've got 2,400 of our knowledge at the minute, and it only takes 860 to do this one. So we're going to start researching. Also takes 47 stone and 13 wood, but we've got loads of them. So let's get ourselves a tavern. Utilities, yeah. So I'm thinking, oops, pressing the wrong button there. I'm thinking if we do our tavern there, we should be able to get another bunch of houses. Hang on, let's see if we, I was thinking if we done it down there, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Let's just get it right in the middle of them two houses there. We want to give you a road. There we go. So that takes 12 wood, and oh, it needs iron to build. So we should have probably done the tools first, I guess. But that's okay. We are learning them anyway. Losing hope and urgent matter. A message from the workers. Our unstable living standards are about to consume us. We should strive to keep a close eye on the people's morale. If we don't maintain balance, we can do nothing but watch our home disintegrate. Do something to improve morale within a few days. There's not actually anything we can do right now. I don't think. But so I'm going to say no. We need better shelters. Every one of us needs a shelter, needs a proper place to live. We've got food and water, we're sleeping at whatever nooks we find each night. Doesn't help prepare us for the next day's labour. We need shelters that can protect us from the unpredictable weather. Build 3 shacks. We will get it done. Right, so residence shacks. We need to do 3 more. So I'm not going to do 3. I'm going to do... Yeah, do you know what? I'm just going to do 3. 1. Oh, come off here. Right. 1. If you hold shift, you can keep it on for the next one. So we're going to build them 3. We're going to be building the tavern fairly soon. And things are going okay. So we've got loads of materials. All we're missing really is the iron. But we have just set up our other work camp in preparation for that. And I think the one over here can actually access some as well. Not the lumber mill, the field camp. So yeah, see, so we've got a few iron bits there. So once we research it, we can put some workers into this one. And workers into the other one. So that's okay. How are we doing for these shacks? They're being built. Oops. I clicked on the man instead. But you know what? I think things are going quite well. And that is where we are going to leave it for the day. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. Really does mean a lot. Hope you are enjoying the series. Or will enjoy the series. It's brand new, isn't it? If you're new to the channel, if you are enjoying it, don't forget, hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up as well. Drop some comments down below. What do you think of this game so far? Are you looking forward to it? Will you be playing it? Is it like a day one thing you're going to get? I want to say a big thank you to all the people who signed up on the Patreon and joined as members. It really does mean a lot. Thank you so much for all the support. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.